A dog chemically burned in a case of arson in 2018 is providing comfort to victims of domestic violence in Pinellas County. Denali was severely burned and received emergency care for weeks at Blue Pearl Pet Hospital after her owner allegedly set their house on fire in Lutz. She was then adopted by the Suncoast Animal League volunteer who transported her to get help. Carrie Burek and Denali have been together ever since.
I wasn't sure she was actually going to survive her injuries because the drive was very traumatic for both of us, and she cried and screamed the entire ride. It was a 30-minute transport, but she was in excruciating pain, so at that point I wasn't sure she was going to survive.
After recovering, Denali is helping the community who followed her story to heal at a shelter for domestic violence victims in Pinellas County through Hope Villages of America.
And honestly, she's the one that has taken me on the path of, for us to be a certified therapy team. That kind of wasn't really in my wheelhouse, but once she was healing, the shelter would get a lot of calls for her to come and visit. People wanted to meet her because, she just became this larger-than-life story in the Tampa Bay area when it happened, and Suncoast Animal League has a huge social media following, and so everybody was following her story, and, they basically looked at her as more than a dog. She was just a symbol of, overcoming trauma and hope and kindness and forgiveness, because when you see her, she just is love. She wags her whole body.
Denali brings kisses, cuddles, and hope to the women and children of the shelter every week. It's hope that is seen every time Denali visits.
It's a story that makes Denali a living example of a creature whose most basic trust in humans was for safety and for love was violated, and that parallels so often our guest stories too. And so the remarkable thing is kind of that story of if Carrie can, if Carrie through her care of Denali has allowed Denali to overcome this, and as you've seen firsthand, is just full of love and energy. That maybe that's a lesson that all of our guests can learn, and our staff too, that we're all capable of regaining trust and love again, and deserving of it.
Though her fur remains patchy, Denali's adoptive mom said the pup is doing very well and will turn 7 this year. She has no remaining physical issues.
She just kind of is enjoying life, and she also at home, I continue to be a medical foster, and so she fosters the puppies and the dogs that come in, and kind of helps them be a dog again, and it's really something special to see how she is with other animals and with people, and she just is like a magnet. People just are drawn to her.
If you are a victim of domestic violence in need of help, contact Hope Villages of America at their 24-hour hotline by calling 727-442-4128. You can follow Denali's journey on Instagram by searching for Denali's New Life. In Pinellas County, Daisy Ruth, 8 on your side.